So I want to start off this video by stating I am not a physician, I am not a dietitian, I am not a nurse, I am not a nutritionist, I am not capable of legally giving any health advice or nutritional advice. Therefore, I am starting this video out by stating that and stating that this video is not meant to be taken as medical advice. So this video is going to deal with the cross-linking theory of aging, which essentially is that as cell reproduction happens, as one cell becomes two cells and so on, there is cellular junk put into the cellular DNA, which causes the loss of functionality of the cell. Now, there are a couple causes, a couple known causes for this. Obviously, AGEs are a big cause, which are advanced glycation end products. And these come about through the overconsumption of carbohydrate and the rise in blood glucose, as well as eating heated oils, especially and eating a lot of high polyunsaturated fats. It's also caused by photoaging from the sun, from UVB rays, which can be taken care of. Now, this is the thing. What can you do about this? There's a bunch of things you can do about it, and that's the reason I'm making this video series is because, as I said, every one of these theories is valid. And if you are taking an anti-aging approach that does not tackle every one of these, you don't have a complete approach. So essentially, there are a bunch of things that can be done. Number one, reduce the amount of carbohydrate in the diet to a reasonable carbohydrate amount, and eat a lower glycemic load and a lower glycemic index. The glycemic index is obvious, like people that don't know what that is. The glycemic index measures how quickly a food raises the blood sugar. Okay, that's what the glycemic index is. Also, reduce your consumption of meats, which are higher in AGEs than non-meats, and also reduce your intake of toasted, grilled, including non-meats, but especially meats, toasted, grilled, roasted nuts are a bad thing because they're high in AGEs. Grilled tofu is bad because it's high fat, high protein, and it's grilled, and the heat causes AGEs. Any type of oil, do not heat the oil, even oils that are decent oils. Two oils that you should consume to get a lot of good fats are canola oil, which is high in omega-3s, as well as monounsaturated fats, and olive oil, which is high in monounsaturated fats. Do not heat these. This is another reason I don't eat nuts, is because most nuts should be roasted to consume them, and it can cause AGEs. But raw pumpkin seeds do not need to be heated, do not need to be dry roasted, and their fats are left intact. Another thing, like I said, photoaging causes this, and there are plenty of ways to reduce your risk of photoaging. Of course, the most common one is to wear a good sunscreen and follow the package directions on how to apply the sunscreen. That's one way to stop the photoaging. Another way is to increase your consumption of certain foods that are known to counteract photoaging and to counteract cross-linking. These include amino acids like glycine, carnitine, not carnosine. Although carnosine does stop cross-linking, the consumption of supplemental beta-alanine actually raises your carnosine levels far higher than it would if you took straight carnosine. And this is because we have an enzyme that breaks down excess carnosine. So the beta-alanine helps to raise the carnosine. So it's beta-alanine and histidine, which you have lots of histidine in your body anyway. But this causes there to be more carnosine in the body, which helps to reduce not only muscle soreness and what have you, but also it helps to reduce cross-linking. Cross-linking, okay, and with the photoaging of the skin, also red light therapy helps. You can buy red light therapy devices. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not an aesthetician, but you can buy red light therapy devices. I personally use one that's a mask. I also use a far infrared one, but that's more so for sore muscles and things like that. I do occasionally use it on my face though. So that's how you can deal with that. What people need to understand though is, oh, and also things like cocoa, citrus peel extract, like citrus bioflavonoids. There's a lot of supplements that do aid in the reduction and reversal of wrinkling. Certain diets that you can find on the market that you can follow are like any one of Dr. Pericone's diets, which are the same diet. The book I recommend is his first book, which is The Wrinkle Cure. That really deals with how a high carbohydrate diet ages us. I also recommend reading the Atkins Age-Defying Diet, which also deals with the cross-linking theory of aging and other aspects of aging, including endocrine theories of aging. And I also recommend reading Dirk Pearson and Sandy Shaw's works. But ultimately, what people have to realize is this is how a high carbohydrate diet damages you. And I was going to get into that. Another thing is, cross-linking is not merely cosmetic aging. It is the destruction of cellular function throughout the body. It causes dysfunction in the body, all throughout the body, especially the organs. And remember, the skin is the largest organ of the body. Therefore, the more wrinkly the skin, that's a pretty good way of telling how wrinkly your organs are, because it's the same thing causing it. You're essentially being barbecued, is what cross-linking is. It's the same reaction that causes wrinkles on your face is the same reaction that causes browning of meat. Now, what's cool is there was a team of scientists, I forget where, I'll try to find a link to it, that actually reversed the cross-linking of egg protein and unboiled an egg, which is cool because that means that if you can reverse the cross-linking that boiled an egg, you can probably reverse the cross-linking that basically cooks your skin. But also, another side effect of cross-linking is it causes the aging of the arteries and the blood vessels, which causes the mineralization of the blood vessels, which of course leads to the eventual decline of arterial and vascular function, which then can lead to death by way of blood vessel dysfunction. And that's all for this video. Remember, I'm not a doctor, not a nutritionist, not a dietitian, just making this video. It's on the cross-linking theory of aging. Definitely read the materials in the description. And that's all for this video.